Welcome back to another video I have for you guys here today on Madden 21. Now today I decided to do something a bit different. I went ahead and combined 4 teams together, and we're going to see how that team does here today. So the 4 teams I decided to combine are the Giants, the Jets, the Jaguars, and Washington. And the reason for that is those are almost unanimously the bottom 4 teams on every power ranking that I've ever seen. I was originally going to do this with the NFC East and make one super team in that division, but it turns out that RBT did that like 2 weeks ago, so I don't want to take his idea. So instead, we went ahead and combined the 4 worst teams based on a bunch of power rankings that I've seen, and we're going to see if this team can even make it into the playoffs. But before I really get into the roster, if you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel, if this is the first time you're seeing a video over here, I would really appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button down below, especially if you enjoy watching Madden 21 franchise content. Also, if you enjoyed this video in particular, it would mean a lot to me if you could hit that like button down below. But let's go over the roster. So we actually have a pretty good team. 85 overall, 85 offense, 87 defense. Now I just chose the Giants because Saquon is injured in the base roster, and I made all these trades through the home screen. You can just pretty much trade anybody as long as the teams, have enough cap space, the players aren't hurt, and they have enough players at, each position in the trade. You can make any trade go through. So since Saquon was injured, I couldn't trade for him. So just to save a bit of time, I just started with the Giants. I still had to go through and get some other guys who are injured. But anyway, this is the roster. 85 overall, 85 offense, 87 defense. We're going to have Gardner Minshew at quarterback. He is the best quarterback in this game. Among these 4 teams. He's the highest overall at a 73. Daniel Jones is a 71. Sam Darnold is like a 71 or something like that. And then Alex Smith is the highest rated quarterback for Washington at like a 67. So we're going to have Gardner Minshew here. Of course, we have Saquon Barkley. He's a 90 overall, one of the best running backs in this entire game. And like I mentioned, he is injured in real life, which is very unfortunate. Now, maybe if he wasn't injured, the Giants might not be featured in this video. They still don't have a good roster around him, but Saquon, of course, is very good. At the number 1 receiver, we have Scary Terry. He's very good there for Washington. Golden Tate, DJ Chark, Sterling Shepard, Jamison Crowder, and Darius Slayton are the other receivers on this team. All very good as well, all with star development, so that's nice to see. Of course, the top 3 guys are going to be getting, the main portion of the targets, but it's just good to have some depth down there. I figured why not get him on the team. At left tackle, we have rookie Mekhi Becton. He is the best left tackle across these 4 teams. He's a 75 overall. The next highest, I'm pretty sure, was Cam Robinson at like a 73. At left guard, we have, a player playing out of position, and not terribly out of position though. We have Kevin Zeitler. He's typically a right guard. I just shifted him over here. Brandon Linder is playing center, by far the best center across these 4 teams. Brandon Sheriff, probably this team's best offensive lineman, 87 overall for him. And then Morgan Moses is starting at right tackle. So the offensive line's actually pretty good, especially interiorly. Those guys are all, very solid. Evan Ingram is going to be this team's number 1 tight end with Tyler Eifert backing him up. On defense, I'm pretty sure everyone here who's starting at least has star development, which is cool to see. We have Marcus May starting at strong safety, 84 overall. Certainly a solid player there. And then Logan Ryan is starting at free safety. Kendall Fuller is this team's number 1 cornerback. He's going to be our nickel corner. We have James Bradbury there at the number 2 option. Brian Poole at the 3. CJ Anderson is down here at the number 4 option. I was really hoping we'd get a chance to use him, but he's just not one of the 3 best corners on these teams. He's a 76. There's even better corners I could have gotten to be the 4th option. I just went with CJ Henderson. He has superstar development. So if we used him on this team, he might develop into one of the better corners on this team, but just for now with the base roster, he's going to be the number 4 corner. On the defensive line, we have Chase Young, who's an 82 overall. He's an insane rookie. We have Josh Allen at left end, another 82 overall player. Matthew Ioannidis, Jonathan Allen, Dalvin Tomlinson are the 3 defensive tackles, but like Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence are also pretty good defensive tackles here for this team. They're still listed at defensive end, but they're essentially going to be playing as like depth interior D linemen on this team. The linebackers are also really solid. Miles Jack, CJ Mosley, Avery Williamson, and Joe Schobert make up that group. So the team's really not bad at all. I kind of expect this team to at least make the playoffs. The division they're in obviously isn't good. It's the NFC East, but in Madden, the NFC East isn't bad at all. The Cowboys usually play really well. The Eagles are typically really good. We're going to simulate 1 season, see how this team performs. Let's see if this, squad assembled of the worst teams in the game can make it into the playoffs. So the team made the playoffs, and even better, they got a 1st round bye. So this team's actually doing really well at the moment. They finished 12-4. So that's all you have to do. If any of the owners of the Giants, the Jets, the football team, or the Jaguars are watching this video, it's easy. Just, combine teams with the other guys. It's very simple. Gardner Minshew, though, 4,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Rushing, Saquon Barkley, 4.5 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns. Devontae Freeman gets 8 touchdowns as well. Saquon didn't do as well as I expected. But maybe the defense kind of carried this team because the offense wasn't anything crazy. Golden Tate had a really good season, though. About 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns. Evan Ingram gets 6 touchdowns. Terry McLaurin gets 9. Mekhi Becton struggled, but everybody else, had a really good season. Defensively, 112 tackles for CJ Mosley. We have 17 tackles for the loss for Matthew Ioannidis. 15 as well there for Josh Allen. Really good numbers from those two guys. We have 12.5 sacks for rookie Chase Young. 5.5 for Josh Allen. 4.5 for Ioannidis. We have 4 for Marcus Golden down there. That's pretty cool. We have 6 picks for CJ Mosley. 5 for Kendall Fuller. 3 for Miles Jack. 2 for Logan Ryan and CJ Henderson. 1 for Brian Poole, and then Joe Schobert. We have 1 defensive touchdown from Kendall Fuller. We have 2 safeties, Jonathan Allen and Jabril Peppers, and we also have at least 2 blocked kicks. We actually have 3. Logan Ryan along with Jabril Peppers and Jonathan Allen gets 1. So 12th in the NFL on offense for this team. Nothing crazy. And then 3rd on defense. Both of those there in terms of yardage. The defense was kind of insane this year, which is cool to see. Gardner Minshew at number 7. Love to see that as well for MVP. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Drew Brees, but we do have Gardner Minshew at number 5. Defensive Player of the Year is Khalil Mack. CJ Mosley, though, not far behind at number 2. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Justin Jefferson. I don't think we have any offensive rookies who are really starting. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Chase Young. There we go. The Superstar X Factor rookie is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now let's hop into the divisional round. We're going to upgrade the team here as well. This should have been auto-spent throughout the season, so the team is going up in overall quite well. We had 3 upgrade points there, and now we have to go up against the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are very good in this game. I don't really expect to win this one. They're an 85 overall. We are an 88. I'm going to hop in, and we are going to simulate from above. Maybe I'll actually play a little bit. I don't exactly know what's going to happen just yet. If we have like a really big lead, I'll let the computer handle it. But if we're down, maybe I'll hop in and see if we can get some kind of comeback going. Okay, this game's actually really close at the moment. It's 17-14. If we can get some kind of points on this drive, that would have been huge. 21-17. We have 30 seconds left, and we are at the 23-yard line. The clock is not running. We have to score, though. So I'm going to hop in, see if we can get anything going here. Come on, man. We can get this. We have triangle open. The throw is not going to be there. That's an incomplete pass. Saquon would have had some yards after the catch as well. All right, boys, it's 4th down and 10. The game on the line. We need to complete this pass. Can we get Evan Ingram here for the first down? I'm going to throw it up to him. That's a horrible throw. Gardner Minshew throws the game away, so we're going to actually lose in the first round of the playoffs. Man, that sucks. It turns out this team cannot win a Super Bowl, but they can at least make it to the playoffs. This team is actually really good. Let's see how many Pro Bowlers we ended up with. I feel like we got a decent number. We got Gardner Minshew. That's cool. We have the number 3 quarterback. We have the number 3 running back as well. I forgot to get a fullback for this team, to be honest, but that's all right. We have Golden Tate there for the number 5 receiver. We do not have a tight end. We do not have a left tackle either, but we do have Kevin Zeitler at left guard. We have Brandon Linder at center, Brandon Sheriff at right guard, and then no right tackle. We do not have a left end, but we do have Chase Young as the backup right end. No defensive tackles, any linebackers or anything like that. How did CJ Mosley not make it? CJ Mosley had a great season. All right, that's kind of strange. All right, so we don't have any of the top 3 corners, but I think we have Kendall Fuller there at the number 4 cornerback position. We do not have any safety, but we do have our kicker, Josh Lambo, and then we do not have a kick returner, punt returner, or the punter. All right, so the team actually did pretty well. They made the playoffs. I expected them to make the playoffs. I kind of expected them to go pretty far in the postseason as well. I feel like they might have been able to do that if they didn't go up against the Packers right away. Let's just go ahead and see who wins the Super Bowl, just to see what happens. I feel like the Seahawks are probably going to win this one. The Seahawks do win 15-10. That sounds like an incredibly boring Super Bowl. Anyway, though, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you want me to do this with any other, groups of teams. I could do it with another division. I could do it with the top 4 teams, and just to see if they can maybe go undefeated or something crazy like that. I feel like that would be pretty fun to see. But yeah, one more time, thanks so much for watching. I'm sorry that this video is much shorter than my usual uploads, but I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.